Welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. Today's video is for you, Gemini, and this is for week 49 of 2022. That is the first full week of December, the second weekend. I'm going to do just a general relationship reading on that week to give you a little bit of a heads up on what's going on. I'm going to do a basic spread here, and I do have a second deck to clarify anything that doesn't make sense. I shouldn't say doesn't make sense, but doesn't make sense. We all know. So we're going to find out, what does Gemini have to look forward to in week 49? What do we got for week 49? Please make sure that you do watch our December video with Destiny and myself to give you some better insight as to what's going on the whole month of December. All these things do play hand in hand. Sometimes there's good news, sometimes there's bad news, but it's really, I like it, being able to get a full, broad view of what could be going on with you, Gemini, in this last month of the year. So for week 49. So what we got for week 49 for you, Gemini, starting it off, is the Magician. The Magician is manifestation, resourcefulness. Man, I don't know what's in my throat. I'm sorry. It's resourcefulness. It's the ability, like the Magician has the ability to create their own power. They have a lot of tools at their disposal. So the Magician is definitely a good sign for starting something. Like, I shouldn't say starting, but having the ability to begin something and having the resources at your disposal. Man. Next, you have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is being trapped, being restricted. You're just surrounded by things that are not, are holding you back. It could be false truths, lies. It could be a partner that's being just a little too clingy onto your coattails, not letting you walk forward. Everybody's met that kind of person that they want you to be in that spot. A lot of people call it controlling. Sometimes it's just worry. But then we have, I'm really sorry. Then you have the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups is dreaming clarity. What I'm gathering here is actually going to call for a little bit of, so the manifestation it doesn't really need any clarification. This is the ability to create. It is the ability to push old and new ideas into the realm of reality. But being trapped is very vague. So let me see if we can, for week 49, what is Virgo trapped about? Like, what is this entrapment? Is it an old entrapment? Is it a new entrapment? What is holding our Virgo back? Or Gemini, man. What happens when you're feeling under the weather? Okay. Well, it looks like that one really wanted to speak out to me. So, the entrapment, Queen of Cups, these are the things, this is what is making you feel trapped. is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is feminine, feminine energy, very, very feminine energy. Also, with it being a cup, it's more so emotional in its manifestation here, and it's also a big sign of openness. And then you have the Lovers. Now the Lovers is an opportunity for love. It is an opportunity to create a new romance within a current relationship, or a new romance in general. It's and also it's values alignment. From what I'm kind of seeing here, keep that values alignment in mind. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the completion of a cycle, the beginning of a new phase. It is something is done, something else is beginning. What I'm seeing here, you're being held back because there is a part of this relationship that has stalled. You have openness, meaning in this relationship that has stalled or has yet to begin, the openness isn't there. It's like there's a wall blocking the two of you from that connection that needs to exist. And that explains the Lovers. The values are not aligned at this moment for this week. The opportunity for love, you can see it, you can feel it, it's right there, but you just can't grab it. It's like every step you take, it just takes a step back. And you're hoping that that situation will end. Deep down, you want that phase of the lack of the values, the lack of the shared romance. You want that phase to end. And you, with your own power, have not been able to make that happen. It sounds like week 49 is going to be a kind of week of, I don't want to say heartache. This doesn't necessarily mean that there's a breakup happening, but the wheels on this relationship are not spinning. The Magician, you've done everything that you possibly can. You're in the mindset that I've already went to dinner. I've already bought the chocolates. I've already put on our favorite movie on Netflix. However you go about your regular methodology has all came up. No, it's week 49 is going to be literal, just lack of motion. The tires are spinning, but you ain't going anywhere. And you've tried. You have tried. That explains the trapment. We went over that. The trapment is definitely the root cause. And that is where I am so very sorry. That is where your Seven of Cups really comes into play, which is the dreaming, hoping, wishing. Your mind is just rushing, it's racing, it's everywhere. And that doesn't get you anywhere. You're going to, or already, depending on, your circumstance, you're already thinking about, what did I not do? What could be, but what could be is what isn't. It's hard to describe exactly where you should be when you believe you've done everything you can, but your mind keeps, second guessing. Did I do that right? Was that really their favorite movie on Netflix? Did I really do everything I could? Did I not spend enough on that date? Did I not smile enough? Was the makeup or the outfit I was wearing just not up to par? Yeah, this is gonna be for sure a week of spinning wheels, more than likely self-doubt, but let's see. Why don't you give me a message? Let me know, what can our Gemini friend, man, it's a hard one to round out with it being such a worrisome, situation. What is something Gemini can do during the week to alleviate? What can they do to get by? How can we get by? What is a good thing to consider getting by? Normally I just pull one, but for this question, with it being pretty broad, I'm gonna pull two for it. So, it makes sense too. All right. So exactly, I mean, this is just in line. You have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands. This is a week of drama. And a lot of that drama is going to be caused by your partner. Your partner, with you trying everything you can, you're going to get in your own head. You're going to be in your own head. And what drama does exist from your partner is going to be amplified if you allow that to happen. Because the more conclusions you draw without any kind of fact to balance it out, that conclusion may not be enough, so you support that conclusion with an even deeper conclusion. And next thing you know, you've become this big echo chamber of holy shit, like what is only a spoon could be a bowl. Like, you are not in your right mind, and you trying to discern one thing from another just becomes this big clouded mess. But this is exactly what you want. This is exactly what came out that needed to come out. This is the answer to that question, is the Knight of Swords. This one's a warning of what's going to happen. The Knight of Swords, which is truth-seeking, quick flowing decisions, quick flowing facts, being able to gather what you need rapidly to stave off that defense mechanism of drawing conclusions. This is what you need. This is what you got to do. It may not make sense. It may be difficult to do so. But if you feel like your partner is being cold, this may not be the week to walk up to them and say, what the fuck, man? Like, what is going on, man? Come on. This may not be the time to do that. What it might be the time to do, and what it is the time to do, is at least get the facts. Find out, are they working long hours and it's causing them to be distant and tired? Sometimes energy's just off. There's been weeks where you just don't feel it. It's like the energy's not there. And you may be the one radiating this now or in the future. You could be, like Gemini, you yourself could be the reason why somebody else, not right now, this is you have this issue brought upon you, but if you are the one causing this issue, you have to think about it from that other perspective. Are you tired? Are you just not in it? Have you been struggling at work and you're bringing that home? If there's children involved, have they been especially rotten? And also keep this one in mind. We're going in to the most expensive holidays of the year. Like, this is it. This is when all that money's coming out. You just got past Thanksgiving. You have all those bills. We're getting into the cold months. If you haven't got your Black Friday deals, you're still gonna have shopping to do. You know, it's a hard one to really put your finger on, because Gemini, you have a very broad reality to you. You are not in a very simple, closed-in environment, and that kind of thing can cause all of these confusions when you have so many different inputs. So the advice that you have right here from this is understand that you are going to have drama, and do your best to cope with it by getting facts. If you start thinking things like, oh, he's cheating, verify, double check. More than likely that's not the case. I'm not seeing that here, but just make sure you have the facts. He's tired from working. It is what it is. So please leave a comment below. Let me know if this resonated with you. Like and subscribe, and I will see you, Gemini, I will see you in week 50.